Dancing around in my tight dress.
Three mics, three queens, three very large attitudes. We are Real Talk with Ashley, Rachel, and Marnie podcast.
Salty, but they kinda like it when I get a little ballsy. Gotta level up, gotta get naughty. They're allowed to leave when my legs get palsy. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a leprechaun's been following you, girl.
That was really good. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy March 6th, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to be talking about customer service. Not right now. We'll ease into it. So, how's everybody's week been?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's Friday. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Anything exciting happening this week?
Oh, my dad came back from Florida.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah.
Aw, he came back on. He brought the snow,
Monday,
didn't
and
he?
then it snowed yesterday.
Aw, tell him to go back.
Oh, yeah, I should have just waited the following week.
Oh,
His
poor guy.
original plan was to come back on Sunday the 9th, and the friends that he was going to stay with are selling their house, and so he didn't want to impose on them. So instead of staying for a week, he only stayed for a night.
That's nice.
And they're actually going to move back to Michigan. I'm like, why would you move from Florida back to
I know. I've never heard of anybody doing that before. I'm like,
At
what?
least a trip.
That's a thing?
I know. That's what who wants to live in Eau Claire? You know, I thought about that. You know where I live?
There's nothing wrong with Eau Claire. My mom's my great grandparents grew up and had a house in Eau Claire right across. They had a farm right across from Harding's.
Oh, that's cool.
Avery.
Really?
Avery was their last name.
Oh, wow. That's
And they had a
pretty-
farm, and
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think the house is still there. It's just a small. Well, they probably redid it, but
Was it right by the road there while you pulled down and?
yeah. So if Harding's is here, and
Right.
then there's the side street, and the house is right across across from there.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So that was
funny.
my great grandparents lived there.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Aw. That's just weird to picture all this farmland there.
Yeah, and my mom was when she was at Mary Lou's house the other day. She was looking through some photos, and she found one of her great grandpa.
That would be cool to see.
And she
Wow.
she sent us a picture in the
I love
family
those old photos.
chat, and he was a pretty handsome man, and apparently he was the mayor of Benton Harbor
What?
back in the day.
Oh my god, so he's researchable, probably.
He probably is, and they had one
We
of
should
those
totally look
big
him up.
fancy houses on Pipestone that's not even there anymore.
Oh wow.
Those were beautiful. I can totally picture it back in the day. It's like, oh, wow.
Ancestry. I've been doing Ancestry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
.com. Oh my gosh, I'm finding pictures of my family from like World War One. Like, oh my gosh. This is
I
my
know. It's
uncle,
kind of
great
spooky,
uncle.
the stuff you can dig up.
Handsome
Like,
man.
I didn't fake, but like I looked up Roy's ancestry, the guy at the graveyard.
Wow.
I found so much. I found wedding photos. I
wow.
found like newspaper articles about him. It was just crazy surreal what you can find.
I know he was pretty handsome
Ooh.
and very distinguished.
Oh yeah,
camper.
ride that mustache. Granny was
Those
getting it.
local stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, she says she's pretty sure it was her great grandfather George Sherman Avery. He was born
George
at the
Sherman
end of the
Avery.
Civil
Let me look him
War
up.
in
Oh, wow.
1865. She said she knew him as an old man. He died at the age of 93.
Oh my god.
He had
And
a
my
good
mom
life.
was 14 when he died.
Wow.
And she said he lived in one of those big old houses on Pipestone, and he was the mayor of Benton Harbor back in the 1920s.
amazing.
What's his full name? George Sherman what?
George Sherman Avery.
Oh, Avery. It came up Union.
And then-
Like, that's not it.
There was a picture of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, born August 3rd, 1903.
I love pictures.
He died in 1994. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, that must be another one.
Oh,
because-
this one's American botanist.
I was going to say, wait. No, this
Nope,
guy,
this is not it.
He was.
Is it 1865 to
Yes,
1958?
Yep, 1865.
Okay, I got you. Oh, the other one's a botanist. I wonder if that's like it must be his son.
She said
Could be a-
botanist.
I was like, wait, I know my mom wasn't 14 in 94. I was like, I don't think
Yeah,
that's
when
the
George
right-
Sherman Avery was born on January 9th, 1865 in Calhoun, Michigan, United States. His father, James Avery, was 34 and his mother, Sarah, was 21. Wow, damn. That's pretty old for their time to get married. 'Cause they got, like, back then it was like they married, like, right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
She would have had, like, 4 kids by then. Wow, that's crazy. I'm reading about him right now. It's pretty neat. Wow, that's so cool looking back. Like, he's researchable.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
I didn't even think to look up pictures.
Fun to find stuff like that.
I
love
know.
it.
And he's your family, dude.
That's
Too bad
the
I don't
cool
have a
part.
big inheritance.
I know.
I know. You never know.
Maybe it's in that car at the David Hotel.
Oh, that'd be so
my gosh,
funny.
maybe.
Then you go to
Oh my
Facebook
gosh,
and it was.
That's funny.
He's probably seen the David Hotel in its prime.
Oh, God.
Maybe they stayed there. I mean, if he was the mayor,
That'd be
of
kind of
Benton-
crazy to think
if he
about,
was
right?
the mayor
Why
of Benton
not?
Harbor, he probably had connections for the
fancy.
David
Oh,
Hotel.
I did look
Back
up
in
the
the
David
day.
Hotel, and those are all windows.
That's amazing.
I know. It was like, oh my god, that's so crazy. I found the picture. I'm like, wow, they're all windows.
That whole night walking around
That was-
that building was just
That was
so,
insane.
so weird.
Yeah, that was really
Interesting.
insane.
Like I sent this picture of this. Well, I had bought a bunch of stuff for Jacqueline's graduation
yeah.
party. It was like hamburger meat and a bunch of like taco stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently
Weird
the
things
picture
were
got
happening.
sent to 6 people on Facebook Messenger. And
What
I
you
was like,
making?
What are you making? I'm like, what the hell are you
Talking about.
I was like, I have no idea how it's sent to 6 random
That's
people.
funny.
That
So
happened
funny.
to William too. His phone's just been like spazzing out.
That's
know
funny.
why.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he just seemed good to me. I'm like, maybe
funny.
because you don't take good care of it. I got this on it, and he takes it up, you know.
Yeah.
It fit in his pocket was on the motorcycle. And I'm like,
good way
honey,
to
you
break it.
need it. Mine's the nicest of all 3 of theirs. And
Oh.
They're still being paid off. They're almost there. But, you know, it's like $300-something bucks for a
Right.
Samsung 14.
I
Yeah.
got a really good deal on my Samsung. I guess you
sorry.
could call this customer service. So I had normally used T-Mobile out of Benton Harbor
Yeah.
because I would forget
That's
that
what
they
I
have the
have now.
one that
Yeah.
they have the one in Stevensville. Apparently, it's been there for 2 years, and I went there for the first time back in
That's cool.
January. So I had gone into the one in Benton Harbor, and I said, you know, I've got this Galaxy Samsung 21 Plus.
Yeah.
I've had it for 4 years. It doesn't hardly have any storage. I want one that has storage on it because I
Yeah.
keep running out of space. And he says, well, with it being 4 years old, you're probably only going to get about $80 for it. So you're
Oh,
probably
that's
just
right.
gonna
They
wanna
they
keep-
lowballed the shit out of you. I
he's-
forgot about that.
He's like, you're probably just going to want to keep the phone, but you know, if you want a new one, you know, we can.
$80 off is good, though.
No,
still.
listen.
No.
No, he was Jewing
So-
her big time.
I said, well, what I'd like is the Galaxy 24 Plus, and I want the 512 gigabyte for the memory.
Yes.
And he says, well, we'll have to order that. And I said, well, that's fine. And then it was on back order and you couldn't get it. So then I thought, all right, maybe I'm gonna just have to wait. So then one day when I was at Meijer, I'm like, I'll stop at the T-Mobile there in Stevensville.
Yes.
And I go in there and I said the same thing. You know, I got this phone. It's 4 years old. I'm looking for the Galaxy 24. And she goes, if you pre-order the Galaxy 25 Plus, then you'll get Hulu and Apple TV.
That's
and
what we
stuff.
got offered. Yep.
And I
in
said,
December.
well, what about this trade-in? I said, you know, the one in Benton Harbor. She goes, I can give you a $500 trade-in. I said, that's not what they told me.
The guy was trying $80.
And then they ended up giving me a $1,000 trade-in
Wow.
for my phone.
That's great.
Then I got a case and the protector, which they put in the 2-year plan. So
That's
I paid
amazing.
$3 a month for 12
Do you
months
have the-
That's
do you have
awesome.
The internet with
for the
box?
case. But like, and when they redid the new phone, so with the new case, the screen protector, the phone
why is
itself, the unlimited everything, the plan. It was actually less than what I had on my old phone.
Us too, we had street talk, and it was like, oh my gosh, there's more than $300 for everybody. And what was it? Did you end up getting the internet too? It's a little box.
I
It's
took it home,
amazing,
but I
dude.
did because I work from home.
Oh,
I
okay.
need and they asked me about that, and then they're
It
like, "Where
works
do you
so
work?" So I
good.
told them. They're like, "Do you know anything about work perks?" I'm like, "No, I've been a Sprint. It was Sprint
Yeah.
first, and then T-Mobile took over for 15 years, and I've been with the company that I'm at for 8, and no one told me there was anything about work perks.
Yeah.
So my
no.
bill went from $88 to like $76.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
With a 512 gigabyte, yeah.
We
Hell
can
yeah.
get
2
the
years.
internet for like $30 a month. It's unlimited. We're all on it. TV's connected. It's never slowed down or stopped. I mean, we've never had any internet like that.
I have Xfinity for internet.
We do too.
And they upped me to the 1,000.
We just got up too.
Did you?
Like we were having issues for a while. Like it was just like spinning and spinning and spinning. It wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, it sucks.
So the lady upgraded us, and it works fine now.
Nice. I'm thinking about canceling the TV because
I keep telling Tim to. I don't know why he keeps
between my TV and my
news.
internet. I pay $270 a month. That's ridiculous.
I know. I was like, you can download those apps where your news channels are on and watch them.
That's what I use with the internet. I just use the smart TV.
Yeah,
and I have smart TVs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do I even have all these? Like, this is really dumb.
We decided not to. Yeah. So I'm like, look, I have Netflix. I have, like you said, Apple. I have, Amazon Prime. I'm straight. You know what I mean? That's all I watch is that and like maybe YouTube, you know what I mean? Stuff, yeah.
I don't even watch anything on cable because I stream it all like on Netflix or
That's
Prime.
same.
I'm like, who watches cable anymore?
Jacqueline's boyfriend.
There's no commercials.
And his friend are going into business together.
Oh, that's
where
cool.
you kind of like, it's like a Fire Stick.
I do remember you telling me that.
So you buy like the Fire Stick. It's a one-time thing. And you get, like, it's preloaded with Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime with no additional cost.
Yes.
And if you do like 12 months and then you pay 6 months and 6 months, it's $500 and some odd dollars for the entire year. And you get 22,000 movie channels, you get 17,000 regular, you get the everything. And so I'm like, why am I not doing why am I not doing that yet?
So these are just two young kids putting this together?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, good for them.
Yeah. And so
that's incredible they even thought of that.
What they're going to do is try to customize it. So
that's amazing.
So he was over at the house the other day and I'm like, I want to watch Better Off Dead. They don't have it. Not yet. But at some point they're going to customize it. They're going to get more channels and they're going to be able to get some of those 80s movies. They got a lot of more earlier.
I was thinking Dead to Me on Netflix.
I know.
I was just like, it's on Netflix. I'm Better Off. Okay, that's an 80s thing.
Was an 80s
yeah,
movie.
that's right.
Like $2. I don't know. It's hard. You can't
find it on DVD because I remember looking at that one night. I think it was like VHS only.
Yeah, I have it on VHS, but I don't even know if I have a VHS
VCR
player anymore. Yeah, and the quality is probably terrible. I mean, it's like 30.
Yeah, distorted.
The old one, like I'd say, like 5 years ago, and it was under the the bed because he was working on it, and he finally got it fixed. He put a tape in because they're like old family videos from back when I'm like 5. So the big video cameras we got like this.
I love those. I forget what those.
They're hilarious, dude.
We gotta put it on your shoulder and
Bobby recorded us when I was in high school. My friend Krista was dating this guy named Don, and I was dating Eric, and the four of us would be sitting out in the hot tub. She came out there with a big camcorder, and she actually found the VHS, and my mom has a TV that has one built in. So after Dawson graduated, we all went to my mom's bedroom and watched so many video. And I was like, oh my God, this is some funny stuff.
I found a bag of ours. I told her I used to have a Sony camcorder. It was my mom and dad bought it, and they got a little inheritance from my great grandmother. And so they bought like $1,000 recorder. But dude, I found love with it. Like recording, and I do all the family videos, and I know I could do pictures, and I got a lightning strike. I had it up on the what's it called, tripod. And just sitting there, and we're in the garage with the door open. Dude, all of a sudden, this tree just blew apart.
Oh my God!
I could slow it down.
Oh, that is so cool.
I sent the pictures in. I was like,
that'd be awesome to catch that. Yes.
Dude, oh my God, if I could find them,
awesome.
I would show
That'd be
you.
amazing.
But I got a whole bag, but I don't have the machine anymore because my ex stole it.
Oh,
I was borrowing it for hunting, but never came back.
He's such a piece of shit.
I'm still pissed about that.
I know.
I told her I'm still pissed.
She's not pissed about the marriage, but she's pissed about the VCR.
I'm more pissed about
I might actually
the
have
camcorder.
I might actually have a VCR.
Ooh,
I've
that'd be
never
cool.
used it.
It's the camcorder that was a small one. And it's the little tapes.
Oh, we had.
Oh,
yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, we had those.
Yeah.
We had those too. My stepdad.
Yeah.
He was notorious for telling stories. And
That's my
one time, he and my mom and me, they took me down to South Bend, and we went to this park. I could kind of, I could picture it, but I can't tell you exactly where it was at.
Right.
And he had the camcorder, and he saw an ant crawling in the grass, and we have 2 hours
Of just an ant crawling?
Yes, and
Oh,
he
God.
named it Aunt Tilly. So
Aw.
if you come into my family, you have to watch Aunt Tilly. I'm like, oh my God.
They stole his movie idea for.
I was like, I can't
An
believe
ant's
that 2
life.
hours of footage over this ant.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's
He
funny.
would get along with my dad, definitely.
He was notorious
He
for
would've had
taking
a
all
good-
kinds
yeah,
of videos.
Weird stuff.
He would have definitely got along. I know it. I
That's
know
funny.
it.
Then he got into Photoshop like 10 plus
Fun.
years ago, and he was photoshopping all kinds of things. He's got Dawson on their deck with an alligator balancing on his index finger.
That's funny.
Yeah, then he's got himself like he's pretending like he's on the outside of an airplane hanging onto the wing while they're
Oh my God, that's funny.
mid-air. He's got my mom in a bikini with her
Oh my
face
God,
on someone
that's
else's body.
funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta tell you this story. So, oh God, speaking of that, I forgot about this till you said bikini. So we're up in Greenville, and Hunter and Bella and I are all in the hot tub, and this lady, I saw her put on this t-shirt, and I knew it's a bikini t-shirt. But Hunter didn't see it happen. He just saw her bent over. He's like,
Buy one of those.
he's like, oh my God, Mom. I'm like, Hunter, it's a t-shirt. He's like, what? I was like, look again. It's not her
Yeah.
camel toe for real. Look again. Oh my God. She turned around. He's like, oh, thank God. He was like, he's like, I thought Grandma went crazy. Not my mom, but some old lady. She
funny.
must have been like 70.
I've always wanted one.
But we
Is
were
the one
dying
that
laughing.
looked like sexy body.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
exactly
need
what
one
it
of
was. And this
I
old
want
lady,
one.
but she bent over, and Hunter's like, oh my God.
The only time I'll have a smoking hot body.
I totally forgot about that. So you said that about the
if I
body.
get cremated, then I'll have a
Oh
smoking
God,
hot
hot body. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, we'll have smoking hot bodies then.
Well, that's my own last chance to have smoking hot body.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get cremated. Thank you. That made up that decision for me.
There you go.
Yeah, smoking
Food
bod.
for thought for anyone that's thinking of.
So customer service after smoking bods.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
It's too bad Dave's not here to talk about his.
Oh my God. He was a funeral.
He was a
director.
funeral director, so I can't imagine his customer
I
stories.
can imagine the stories.
Oh.
You know how people say like there'll be gas in the body of like somebody that's passed away. Yeah, or they sit up.
Flatulence.
The
What?
gas will make them like.
They sit up? I've never
Yeah, I
heard that.
watched the thing on TV of somebody telling their stories.
That'd be crazy.
The
Cool. We
body
should do
sat
it.
right up and like it
would
made a
freak-
noise because they
that
were
would freak
burping.
me
It was
out.
like. She's like, I was out of there.
It sounds like a calf.
He said it was hard. He says that they dug out bodies from underneath the pier that were bloated and
shit.
down there
Oh
for
God! Oh
quite
my
a
God!
while.
That's heartbreaking.
You don't think about that stuff.
That's
Oh
heartbreaking.
God!
He says there's probably so many more under there that they're just probably
Get out of
never.
there.
When they
Jump off.
pier jump and they get sucked
They
up
get
underneath,
sucked
there,
underneath.
and you just have a hard time getting them out.
Oh God! I didn't know they actually got sucked in.
I think they get sucked
Oh
in.
God!
I-
That's
so
probably
I
a
was
lot of
wondering.
times why they can't
Find them.
A lot of
Or
good
they wash up
swimmers,
later,
too, but
yeah.
Yep. I've never done it, and you know, I have friends that want to do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm
same here.
sorry,
I've
but-
never had. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I, hear
I
those
like my life too
stories,
much.
you know?
Yeah. Well, he would play
Yeah.
jokes on his coworkers. Like
Yeah.
they had an on call. You had to be on call at night, so like
Right.
you could get called at like 2:00 in the morning to go and pick up a body somewhere, and he
Yeah.
had to
Oh,
get
God.
like get dressed and put a full suit on and everything.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! You have to put a full suit on at 3:00 in the morning.
night.
Yeah, you had to like
Oh,
go in
yeah.
there all professional.
Oh
and go to
wow!
the house
So no
and
sweatpants.
talk to the family and all that stuff at the house, or even go to the hospital and do what they got to do. But we had a home. Well, we still have the home phone, or my mom does. But then we had a funeral home phone. because then if he got calls, they could just call
Yeah.
that. Well, sometimes when he was on call or his, coworkers were on call, they would pretend that there was a deceased person, and they would make up funny names, and they'd be like, "What? Is that you? I knew it." And they're like, "Well, where do we need to go? And what time did it happen?"
I wonder
and,
what kind of funny
I'm
names
so
he gave.
sorry. We'll
That's
be
funny.
in a little bit. And then he's like,
So
"Wait
like
a
you said,
minute."
"Clock."
And like funny names like Eileen Bend Over or something like that. I don't know.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
God.
one was
Oh my God,
Oliver.
I gotta record this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So this is
Go ahead.
So he says Oliver, Oliver, Closehoff, CLOHO.
Closehoff.
So Oliver Closehoff. What is that you?
That's pretty creative. I don't know if I can come up with that.
I've never heard that.
They would do stuff like that all the
Oh
time.
God, I couldn't imagine working for a funeral home.
My sister,
It'd be kind of cool, but
she washed.
Maybe I do the
She
makeup,
washed?
but
She
like,
she
not
had a
alone.
job at the funeral home
my
in the
God.
summer one time, and like in her
Yeah.
in high school, and so her job was to like wash and take the funeral home vans to like the
oh,
car
I
wash.
thought she was washing bodies or something.
No.
Oh my
they
God.
just the vans, and she went to go pull the van, and she
God.
hit the side of the garage, and she just made a she just wrecked that.
I'm like, I was stressed, damn it.
I don't think she worked there much longer.
Oh,
It's
poor
not like
Bobby.
she was gonna kill him.
Thank God
Okay,
no
sorry.
bodies were in the
That's a little
car at the
morbid,
time.
but-
They're not going anywhere. Just kidding.
They would always ask him, "Hey, Dave, how's business?" Looking up.
Oh my
So you had
God.
to have
Kinda
a
dead.
little
Sense of
bit of
humor.
sense of humor.
Oh God.
You just say it's kind of dead. You know?
Yeah. It's been a dead week.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
My mom was a
hilarious.
nurse. Dave was a funeral director. So
Oh, the stories between
growing
them.
up was who could gross out who at the
Should have your
dinner
mom
table.
on here for nurse
Wow.
stories. Oh my God.
That's funny. That's great.
I was like, yeah, they won every time. Bobby and I could never have better stories than the two of them. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to hear your mom's stories.
Oh, she's got some good ones. She just told one the other day that I was like, that's the funniest. She's like, I'm not going back in there.
Oh, hell no. Shoot. Mm-mm.
That's funny.
Crabby old patient.
Oh,
Oh,
God, yeah.
God. Crotchety. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she worked at the hospital for a while when she first did her career before moving over to instructing at LMC, and that's where she did for 25 years. She was an instructor, but she still had to go to Waterloo Hospital to do clinicals with the students and stuff. So yeah, I'm sure there's all kinds of crazy stories.
She's had a lot of experience, though. You know, going here and there, which is cool, I think.
My aunt was I have two aunts that are nurses. My grandma was a nurse. My cousin Amy is a nurse anesthesiologist.
Wow.
My sister is a physical therapy assistant. I'm the only one that's not in the medical field.
That is kind of funny.
Ask the anesthesiologist if they know of anywhere of a pain management clinic of anywhere in Michigan.
She's in Dearborn Heights, so I'll have to ask her if she's familiar with.
Because my doctor didn't. He's like, you find a place. He goes,
Oh, yeah, that's right. As long as they take your insurance. And
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So as long as it's in Michigan, they'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's not a pain management doctor. He's allowed to write, you know.
You know, there's one in Kalamazoo. Ding Dong had to go to a pain
Ding
management.
dong.
That's
Really?
putting it mildly.
That's a nice word.
Asshole had to go to pain. I should have left his ass there. He went to a pain management clinic, and at the time there was one in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, there used to be a lot of them.
So
I
maybe
just
they're not
don't
there
know,
anymore.
maybe I should look pain management doctors in Kalamazoo. See, I haven't thought about putting in that. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because he's willing to send me and get me the good help, because these people don't know a lot about the RSD. They know the basics and stuff, but my back tightening like that I guess that's part of a third stage. So I'm hoping that's not what it is. Because I just woke up one morning and I told him I had a twinge in my back, and then every year it's gotten worse. The last 2 years, I couldn't even walk around this house if I wanted to.
Yeah, but Google pain management clinics in
Okay.
Michigan and see what see what pulls up, because that's definitely what you need.
Yeah, I agree because he's wonderful though. She calls him the doctor that looks like Jesus.
I do. I call him Dr. Jesus.
I can't believe he didn't remember.
I know that was kind of, but I'm sure he sees so many faces though.
No, you don't.
And I haven't been there. I hadn't been there like a year or more, so I'm like,
hey, Dr. Jesus, remember me?
About you though. I'm like,
maybe he's got
we go to
amnesia.
the gym because if I don't go to the gym or like do like swimming, he'll send me back to physical therapy. It's already been 4 times.
The doctor at least, she's like, oh, by the way, we're going to the gym and the pool. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
thanks for the heads up. I'm like, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
The only 2 places I can
hope
think
he's not
of
listening.
for
We
gyms
do go.
that have pools are the YMCA and the Racquet Club.
Yeah.
the Racquet Club, and you know what? My
Jacqueline
insurance
used to work there.
My insurance will let me in free.
Yeah, that's where we're swimming.
Yeah, and also
Oh, good. Let's all go
I
swimming.
know, for real. I would totally go. She can get us
Totally
in.
serious. That we should
Yeah.
totally go.
Hell
they
yeah, I'm
have a
in.
sauna there too, and
See,
a hot tub.
Planet Fitness has tanning.
I know. I'm thinking about doing it again.
They let me in
pool.
free there too.
No, see,
God
you
damn.
can't beat that.
It's just I don't have I don't drive is the issue.
Where else
My
do you get
mom
it
is
for
busy.
free?
I need to go back to
Right.
Like-
I'll look because I forgot to do that, but they added something else too. But I think that's cool because they're trying to help their people. You know what I mean?
That is nice.
Keep moving.
Yeah, that
Yes, yeah.
Swimming's always the best for my body.
Because it's just not hard on your joints. You're not putting all that pressure.
It takes that
on
weight
it.
off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No?
When I get out, I'm like,
I'm gonna
oh.
give you a lot of credit for not quitting. You just keep going and fighting to get better. I'm like, I love
I'm
that. Like
trying.
when
That's awesome.
I never heard the wheelchair story where you burn the wheelchair. You're like, fuck this,
Really?
I'm not gonna be in a wheelchair. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yes,
I know. Like
my
most people would be like, oh, I'm just
I burnt
wheelchair.
that
Yeah.
bitch when I was done
Like
with
she's
that.
a fighter, dude.
I threw it into. We had a little.
I was like, is there photographs of
Fire,
this?
no,
That's too bad. I'd
into
like
the
to see
fire.
So her new nickname's Hot Wheels.
As- I like that. Hot Wheels. My mom goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm burning the son of a bitch."
Good for you.
And
That's
I throw it
amazing.
in,
I
and
love
the bitch
that.
catches on fire.
Did it?
And yes.
Did it burn?
It had like a kind of like a foam, a nice foam. It was comfortable.
Nice
you know?
foam.
But that started going, and then you have the wheels left.
Yeah,
over
like the
with
metal
no
You still
rubber.
had it on the off chance, just like on the time you might.
Right.
Need
I'll
it.
have a walker.
We'll
now,
cross
but
that
if
bridge.
I ask them, my insurance, they'll get.
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
Well, you
See.
can go down to that.
nicer one now.
What the hell's that place? It used to be Airway Oxygen.
Airway thing
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, my dad-
and
yeah.
you can get medical equipment there.
Yes.
to
Yeah.
rent
I
out
use
or
my
whatever.
dad's walker because he's so weak now he can't even use that.
Aw,
So
that's sad.
I'll
That's
use
how
it
my
to have to
stepdad
hold
got
myself
to be.
up.
He
Yeah.
got to the point where he just couldn't walk anymore, and he just had to use his little. He called his little wheelie walker, and they never did find out what caused that or why he had such weakness.
Yeah,
Until
my dad too.
he
He's
just-
shaking. He's shaking.
Mm.
They thought initially maybe he had something like Parkinson's. They wanted him to go to Johns Hopkins, but he was just so sick of being poked. He had 9
I get
back surgeries. See, I got
That's
Nick
sad.
and Kate. It's degenerative back syndrome where everything's breaking down. That's what a lot of my pain is. But they can fix that, But he had to go to what was it? Florida spine clinic. But I don't know how he even got there.
Yeah, I
with
was
the
gonna say, how would
insurance.
you get there? I mean, if you can't sit
No.
for a certain amount of time,
Wow,
that
yeah.
would be really hard to.
That would suck.
My
That would
nephew,
suck.
well, although he wouldn't have been walking if it wasn't for those people. And Mom said it was like God intervened. She's at the doctor's office for me. She flips over a magazine and it said Florida Spine Clinic on it. And they fix bulging discs. Like all the stuff in my back, they'd fix.
Oh wow! But
Yeah.
the insurance,
Right,
because
sure.
it's out of state.
Right. But did you know my nephew goes for his ear in Indiana because if we can find a doctor that is, what did I say, licensed from Michigan, but say they work it up if they work in California, but say they used to live there or they're licensed there, I
Ooh,
can
yeah.
go there.
That's
They'll
awesome.
accept my insurance.
Oh,
Oh.
you should look for some.
Hell yeah,
you
let's
should look
go to
for some.
Florida.
I
Yeah.
learned
Road
this
trip.
I was
years
gonna say
ago.
road trip. Let's see. I got a
Podcast
couple
on the
places
road.
that-
Here we
That's what
go.
we said. No, Because my mom's more like my
in.
dad's getting worse. So I
I'll drive.
told her, yeah.
Well, Dad was in Clearwater. I've been to Cocoa Beach. Of course, you can't go wrong
We
with
went to
Orlando.
Clearwater. That's where the spine clinic was.
Oh, well, that's where my dad stayed at his Airbnb for 2 months.
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Jeez. Not funny, but you know what I mean?
Ironic?
Same places, yeah. That's nutty.
That is crazy.
I know. I got
Girl, I
a
had
lot
to
of
write so
research
many
in.
notes.
Oh, I'm glad you got lots of them.
Well,
Your ones from today were funny, like the names. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
That street name. I was like,
So-
I don't remember what it was though.
So, from the appliance company that I worked at, I had to call this builder and schedule a delivery. But before I had called him, I had talked to Rachel. We were just discussing miscellaneous things, so I wasn't paying any attention to
Right.
like where this was going. I get off the phone with her, and I was laughing because the address was on Pie Filling Way, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't even say this without laughing."
Oh my god!
And a couple months ago, and I was like, now I'm craving pie. Like, now I want
Warm apple pie.
a cherry pie with blueberry. What kind of we talking here? And,
Pecan pie.
and then a couple months ago, I had one that was on Pecan Pie Way, and I was like, I want to
Pecan
live
pie
on
way.
Pecan
I know.
Pie Way.
How do you get all these pie ways?
It's like-
Right.
They're probably all in the
I just
same
made up a new
subdivision.
highway. It's a new pie way.
I wonder what the subdivision's called if they're all under pie.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
I'll have to go back and see where.
I know. That would be interesting.
I don't
Muffin
even
Man
remember
out
what
there.
state it was. I don't even remember what state it was in. And I was laughing about this name, and then I'm like, I'm going to have to leave him a message. And so I tried so hard when I realized what the address was, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying so hard not to laugh at the street name. And because I have a cold, the next
I
one,
love this
the
one.
next-
Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I can't make this stuff. So the next one
This
I
is
come up
awesome.
was calm, but when I left him the message, I really don't think that's what it sounded like because I was all nasally.
Yes.
And I'm like, you have an address, blah, 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 on Calm Avenue. And I'm like, did that just say Calm Avenue? Like, this poor guy's going to get this message and be like, who the hell is she working for?
On Calm Avenue? What?
So I sent her a voice message. I'm
I
like,
wish.
calm, not calm.
Like,
I
calm
can't
down.
pronounce it. How is this? How come this is so hard to pronounce?
What if it was
Come-
Cum Avenue? You know.
Well,
What?
there's Cummings, Georgia.
Cummings, Georgia?
Yes, it's a city. Look it up. There's also
I believe you.
There's also Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun
That's
place.
where my alter ego Facebook person
Oh,
is.
is it?
She lives in
Monique.
Monique
Moon.
Moon lives in
Oh
Intercourse.
my
Oh
god.
my god. I forgot about Monique Moon.
I did too.
God.
I've
every
never
year-
heard the story, so.
How
Well-
did we come up with Monique Moon? I remember we were coming up with bar names.
It was. I loved the name Monique, and
Yeah,
so
we were
I.
trying to make up-
Oh yeah, we were going to the bar,
making
and
up,
I
like,
said
fake
we
bar
wanted
names.
fake bar names.
So we didn't go
So
real
I,
ones.
I said, well,
So I was
said, instead of
Erica.
Marnie, I'm going to be Monique. I said, how about Monique Moon? And so she created her alter ego Facebook page.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like,
Oh, that's a
well,
good idea.
I want one. So I named mine Monique Moon. I'm like, where do I live? And I'm like,
Intercourse.
Pennsylvania.
Where else?
I mean, why not?
Wow.
I don't think there's about 4 or 5 pictures on that. I
I
never
don't. What happened?
used-
I don't even know what happened to mine. I don't even know if it's active or
Well,
not.
the first one I created, I didn't use for so long. I got logged out, and I can't retrieve
Aw.
it.
Oh, no.
That was
So then I
fun.
had to make a second one. I'm like, I don't even know the last time I even used that. There's probably like 4 photos on there from like 15 years.
Right? Oh my god.
Were
There's
you
one
with-
of you
yeah.
and I.
Were you with me? Were we together at the Mexican restaurant when I gave out that fake phone number for who?
Probably.
And I used Eric. I wrote on a $5 bill. I put his phone number, but a fake Erica name, and he called this guy looking for Erica. He's like, "Did you fucking do that?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, that's not funny. This Mexican guy called me looking for Eric.
I used to do this to my
funny.
friend Juliet.
I know, he was
There's a
so
guy
mad.
that helped me,
It was
and
funny.
I put
It kind
my
of served the
number
guy
as
right
hers.
at the restaurant. I'm like, how do you know I'm not attached, fucker? You know?
It's true.
That was so funny. Oh, God.
Well, on Friends, they
At least he called me. That was nice. Thanks,
That
guy.
is-
That's true.
He called Eric, I mean.
That is pretty funny. Well, Phoebe had
Is
her
that
alter
so weird?
ego. She was Regina Phalange.
Oh, that's right.
And Joey was Ken
I love it.
Adams.
Phalange.
Didn't Karen have one in Will
Yeah,
and Grace?
Anastasia
Beaver House. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that
love
one.
That show. Always will.
Like Karen had one.
But she did have one. In fact, I was just watching YouTube last night, and there was a 15-minute video on just her.
I
and
saw that. I
Jack,
think
where
it
they
was
were
funny.
dancing.
There was one
It
where
was all their dance
it was.
ones.
I found a
I
reel. It was all the
love it.
Karenisms. Like her. Was, I'm like, oh my god, that would be funny.
They totally made the show.
Oh, I know.
love the Cher one where they did Cher. That
Oh,
whole
yes.
episode,
That's
the doll.
pretty
Oh yeah, because he
Yeah, she
didn't believe
comes
she was
in
Sherry. He's like, time.
And then she
Yeah.
slapped him and said, snap.
I love
He
it.
didn't believe- That was funny.
We have them when we show our favorite clips. I
Time.
love it.
Time.
Yeah, it's
He was like flipping the wig like time. He's like, you're not doing it right. I was like, oh my
I know.
god.
It's like, oh, don't say that.
And then Madonna was on there too. That was funny.
She was?
Yeah, I remember.
Kevin Bacon was on there.
They had a lot
Jennifer
of-
Lopez was on there.
That
Yes.
bacon one was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Everybody's got
what's
Footloose.
the name? Yeah.
Oh,
I
God,
just saw
yeah.
that one last night too. That's what made me think of it. Like,
What?
that's just
You saw it last night?
on YouTube.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
I was like, I have to watch these. I'm like, but Jack is so funny.
He is.
I love him, just Jack.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I know.
Just Jack.
if I
Like his
could
little
be
jazz
like
hands.
that, Yeah, I love him.
I know.
I'm like, don't you want a gay best friend like Jack?
Do you think
I
he's
actually
gay
had
in real
one
life?
in high school. I had a
so
guy.
lucky.
His name was Will, and he actually looks like him. I was like, oh my god, it's funny.
Mhm.
He used to
Was
act
he-
like that in high school, but he's not anything like that anymore. I was like,
Really?
oh.
Wow.
I know.
I totally would want to.
He kind of just had that
that.
energy
Right.
and that funniness, and I was like, damn it.
I wonder why he's different now. Just grew up.
Kind of, I guess.
Hmm.
Now
He
he looks.
matured.
Now he looks
Just
like
took him 40 years.
Oh god, who's the guy that played in the original Twister?
Oh, Bill Pullman.
He looked
Yeah.
no.
Paxton.
Yes, he looks just like that now. He's got like that porn stash and everything. I
Wait,
was like, oh my god. I was like, he lives in California. I was like, oh my god.
A porn stash?
Yeah, like that weird mustache guy.
You know that they had back in the 70s?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hate
He's
that.
kind of got that going, and it's like, oh gosh.
It's like a
Yeah.
that? Okay, it's kind of cartoon, you know.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't sure.
What other stories you got, lady?
Oh, me. You know me. I always got funny
I know.
stories.
I like what's that the floralist one?
Oh, yeah.
That
do
shit
you-
was funny.
So,
What do you call?
well, my first job was a waitress at Ponderosa.
Oh, yeah.
And when they hired me, I was going to be a waitress there. So I'm like, I didn't know anything about waitressing or anything. Of course,
Right.
if you know anything about Ponderosa, they really did have like the best salad
Oh, I
buffet.
love the
But they
buffet.
also had like,
Oh,
you know, you could order off the
yes.
menu too.
I
So
love Ponderosa too.
So that first night, I was so nervous. I was a sophomore, or no, yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. So my first job, and I'm telling everyone, it's my first night. Bear with me. I made so much money in
Just
tips
because your first night.
because it was
Wasn't
my
it every
first night.
Woohoo!
So then, like a couple nights later, I thought, well, it's not really my first night. I barely made anything.
Aw.
So then, the next time I went for 2 weeks, I told everyone it was
my first night.
Yeah.
and then I went home with so
I did this at Myers store.
it's like I went home with so much money, but
That's
like
funny.
people
Hell yeah.
would like. So if they ordered
I
like
love
the
it.
rib tips, like the rib tips were like always like their popular thing, and then let's say it was like $19.23, they'd pay with a $20 bill, and whatever they
Right.
had left over in change is what they usually left on the table for a tip.
That's it.
Yeah, one time I got 2 cents.
Oh hell no!
I was like, that's not even.
That makes me
hell
so
That's like
mad.
worth it. And there was a group of, I call them boys because they probably weren't much older than me, and they filled a glass with water, put money in the glass.
Oh, they're assholes.
Then they took a plate and they tipped the glass upside down on the table.
Oh, so when you
open,
so the water everywhere.
So then I thought, all right, I'm gonna have to be clever than them. So I took a serving.
You put the
I put the
plate over
tray. Put the serving tray under there. Went and flipped it over, and then I got.
Ha ha,
sucks to be you.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. But the funniest part is when I worked there one time, I was like, well, where's my section? And they're like, oh, you got this section, and this section, and don't forget about the patio.
I know, me too. She did.
Section.
Oh, I'm like, this is making sense now. She had her section.
I did make.
Here comes the big money.
I did make out in the cooler with Eric. He put us on the same. He put us on the same schedule. We go in the cooler and make out.
Oh yeah, it's like, you remember at the Ron McDonald house in the
the closet.
That's so fun. Well, they told me that I needed to do the patio, and I said, "We have a patio?" They're like, "Yeah, it's on the roof." I said,
my
"We have a
God!"
patio on the roof?
She fell for it.
And so everybody made fun of me. There was no patio, or there was nothing on the.
No.
I was like, "Well, how do you get there? Like, we're on the stairs. Like, how do I get the tray up there? I'm like, how do you
that ladder on the side of the building?"
I was like, "Damn, I fell for that." Like, I suck.
Oh, guys,
that's so funny.
You got the rooftop section tonight.
Yeah, but most of my stories came from Terra Florist.
Funny.
Like they're just funny. Like this one time I'm in the delivery car and I'm on Glenlord Road and I'm going.
Is this the lady that threw?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm on Glenlord Road, like you're going toward Glenlord Beach, and there was a car in front of me. So of course he stopped, I stopped, and then I thought he's getting awfully close to me. The guy missed his driveway, and instead of just pulling forward and turning around, he decided to back up in the middle of the street.
Oh my God.
And by the time I realized it, he had hit the Terra Florist car.
Oh,
like the hood was all dented. And they were like, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, now what do I do? Like I was a senior in high school when I started there.
Man.
So I was probably, I probably was barely, I worked there for a couple of years, so I don't know if I was like still in high school, if I was in college. And I was like, oh crap, I got to call the police, and I had to call Barkley. And then he didn't fix that car for the longest time. He just let me drive it around all damaged.
Oh God, show them all their flowers
Yeah, that
that's
was pretty
horrible.
Funny.
That's funny.
And one time I went out to help. So I had worked there for like 4 years, and then I quit, and then I would go back and help at the holidays. And I decided, oh, hey, if you guys need any help for Mother's Day, let me know. And Barkley's like, oh, yeah, I'll have you deliver flowers. But you're going to need to use your own car, because they only had 2 vehicles.
Right.
So anyone that helped out had to use their own car. So he's like, you're going to need to keep track of your mileage, so I'm going to give you an hourly rate, plus I'll pay you for mileage.
Nice.
So I had a little sheet and everything. Okay, so I'm in Berrien Springs, and I pull up to this address, and I get out of the car, and I shut the door, and then all of a sudden I hear the door lock. And here I'm standing in their driveway, the door's locked, I can't get in, the flowers are in the back seat of my car.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, why did the power locks
lock?
And I thought, oh my God. So now I'm like knocking on the door, hoping that they're home. So then I'm like, hey, I'm here from Terra Florist.
So I have a delivery for you, but I can't give it to you.
I can't get all the flowers. They're like, well, why don't you come in and you can make some phone calls. I called my dad.
That's so nice.
He came with a spare key. Well, what had happened was their driveway was on a little hill.
Yeah.
I forgot to take it, instead of putting it from drive to park, I kept it in drive.
So you did. Okay. Got you.
Poor woman.
Locked behind me while the car was running. So
gosh.
It was like 45 minutes to get a key and get help. And I was like, so they just kind of let me in their house. They offered me something to drink. And I'm like, well, just sit there.
That's really nice,
home, I'm
though.
not sure what I would
At least you got a nice family.
Yeah, I was like, well,
you had it
I
locked out
was
there.
supposed to be in their house, but what am I supposed to do? I was so like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, you can't take me anywhere. That was pretty funny.
That's why we love you.
Right.
We always come back with
I
stories.
think that's why all of us. Yeah. we go somewhere, we're gonna be arrested.
That's what we were talking about the doctor yesterday. Like, how do we make a freaking doctor's fun?
I'm
like, it's like we always have a good, like we had a good time sitting in the Myers parking lot for the pharmacy. It was Valentine's Day. We were watching all the last minute idiots coming out with flowers and the balloons, and the balloons were flying like everywhere. I was like, shit, we should have got reels while we were sitting here. I didn't even think about it. I was too late. I was like, damn it.
That was funny. No, I delivered flowers to a lady, and I was like, well, here's your flowers. She took it, she read the card, and she took it, she chugged the whole vase and everything across the room, and the glass broke.
Well, that's crazy. I couldn't even imagine even.
And I was standing there like, I don't know what to
do.
And I said, I just need you to initial this, and so I know that I delivered this to you. I'm like, well, have a good day. I thought, what the hell? Like, she probably got like her ex-husband or cheating boyfriend or something probably delivered.
Wow.
Delivered.
Oh, God, that's funny. That's crazy. I wonder who sent it to her, you know? It makes you wonder, like, what?
I've always wondered.
Yeah.
I've never known anyone to throw that. But the funniest story that
is this the penis one?
I have there was a lady. She had 3 letters in her first name and 5 in her last name, but every time she called, she always spelled her name. Like, it wasn't even that difficult. She's like, I'm so-and-so, and I'm from this. She spelled everything. And so I'm like, we'll just use her name, Amy. I'm Amy, A-M-Y. Smith, S-M-I-T-H. I'm from such and such. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she worked for a company, and her job was to like order flowers for anyone that had a baby. So like if the employee had one, or maybe the husband worked there and then his wife had a baby, she ordered flowers for the people. So I have her on the phone, and I said, oh yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. You know, we could do a vase arrangement. We can do white and blue flowers. We can do a blue bow. We can do a planter. We can do a really cute little baby thing. And she says, do you have any balloons? I said, we do. We got Mylar balloons. I said, congratulations. It's a boy. We can do a planter with fresh flowers and attach a balloon to it.
That. Yeah.
And I said, oh, and we got these. She says, well, what else do you have? I said, well, let me place you on hold. And so I went out, placed her on hold, and I looked at all the little balloons, and I came back, and I said, oh, we got these really cool ones. They're kind of like walker balloons. So like they're filled with helium, but they don't actually float. They got like these little paper arms with fingers and feet. So they kind of just crawl on them.
Yeah.
And so I said, we have one that has an ostrich on it. So without skipping a beat, I told her we have an ostrich balloon. She says, oh, that would be fabulous. And I'm hearing snickering while I'm on the phone. I'm like, that's so funny. So I finished the order in the card and tell her the total. I get off, and then there's full-blown laughter. And I said, what in the hell is so funny? They're like, did you just tell her we had ostriches? Yeah. They're like, storks. Storks bring babies.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that's what you meant.
Whatever. And so I'm dying laughing, and I was so embarrassed. And the lady never skipped a beat. So either she didn't realize it, or she made fun of me. Right. After I got the phone. Well, so I told my mom this story. A couple days later, she comes in with one of my baby pictures.
That's good.
A picture of an ostrich with a caption that says, see, ostriches really do bring babies. And we taped it to the cooler door, and it stayed there for 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, my God. When you were talking about spelling, I probably would get in trouble for, hopefully they don't care. So when Gerald and I were like dating, he sent me flowers, and he's like, "Oh, take a picture." And I didn't even notice like the name was wrong. I said Gerald Grinds, like grinding. I was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "They spelled it so fucking wrong." I'm like, "Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. That's funny."
That is funny.
I took a picture, but I don't know if I still have it.
And he pointed
That's funny.
He was pissed because he spelled it out for them, but he has such a thick accent, so it probably just.
Okay.
You know,
that's funny.
What kind of accent was it? Like Italian,
Middle Eastern or something?
No, I'm trying to think what it was. I can't remember. He's from the Netherlands.
Middle East.
Yeah,
he's from the Netherlands originally.
So like
nice.
Dutch?
I guess it's a really thick. I mean, it's not thick, but it was like kind of funny.
I bet it is.
So that one podcast we did when you said dick face. Oh my god, I started laughing because he would always call his boss Deek face. Deek face. Deek face.
Dick face.
So when you said, I died laughing. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I love to hear, like, you know, two people talking, like, you know, cussing each other out like that and trying in English, like you said.
I know.
You deep face. You know, you piece of shit.
Deek.
You piece of shit. You deep shit.
Oh, I got a story for that one. So since we're on exes, so this lady always came in. So
For
during
sure.
COVID, you know how we had to have your name on the list,
Yes.
and like we'll tell you how long it is. We'll call you when it is. This lady was going off, saying we were racist and we were putting other customers first and blah blah blah. But she said she was Filipino, so she's like, this horse shit. I was like, ma'am, I was like, we are not allowed to be racist, nor would we be.
Shit.
I mean, it's for, like, you're on a list, you're at the bottom, I'm sorry, that's just your luck. This horse shit. Like, oh my god.
Did you not laugh at
I
that?
love
And every time she it was hard because she called me on the phone, and I'm like,
I'm like, yeah, you're right, but
so every time I saw her, I was like, I thought in my head, this
I
horse
can't
shit.
help you.
This horse shit. I know, so every time I saw her when she came in, I was like, this horse shit in my head.
That's funny.
I know.
That's funny.
bullshit. I can't-
That is.
I can't do impressions. I'm not very good
I
at that.
know.
Although your leprechaun.
That was
really
really
good.
good. That was really, really good.
You know, we used to do impressions a lot when Nick and I, we used to play on the thing, you know, the reels back in like the early 90s. You press it and you can record with like a microphone. It was like having a what are the regular ones called? Just like a tape,
Oh,
you know?
okay, like a tape
yeah,
recording.
but it was before that. They were reels. And my dad had an old one left over.
Oh,
I
like,
know
I know
what-
you're
yeah,
talking about.
reels
I know
are-
you're.
reels are real
Yes,
stuff.
I forgot about those.
And he'd be like, yeah.
We're going
he's
back.
surviving. He's like,
Kinda
this is
cool.
I know.
This is during when Casey Kasem was like the hottest.
Oh, I love
You know,
Casey Kasem.
radio,
He had the
yeah.
sexiest voice.
Yes.
But he was not sexy.
And then, a lot of radio
Like,
people
what voice is
aren't.
deceiving?
Here, ladies,
Yeah.
here's your long distance dedication.
Delilah. She looks nothing like her voice
She
either.
doesn't look anything
Oh my
like
god! I was
her.
like, what?
Her and I, yeah, she's like, do you have a special person out there
You sound
that
just
you would
like
like
her.
to, you know,
Yeah.
that you would like to have a song played?
Delilah.
I know. I remember Tim and I used to take a bath together in Greenville, listen to Delilah.
I used to love
Delilah.
my homework.
One
I'm
of
like,
these
what
days-
happened? What happened to that guy? No.
I'm gonna write into Delilah because I'm gonna have a beautiful
Is
love
she around
story.
still?
Yeah, we are.
No shit.
Yeah, she's on Sunny.
Yeah,
101.1.
she's still
How
going.
old is she?
Like 100. No,
Oh
I'm just
my
kidding.
God,
I'm just
really?
kidding. I don't even know how old she
I
is.
bet
I want
she's
to have a
60.
Mrs.
Let me
a
look.
Mrs. Ask Mrs. Schwartz thing.
Oh, that would be cool.
I've been thinking about it, something like that.
She's got quite a few adopted
How do you
kids.
even spell Delilah?
Don't tell me
A
this.
Deliah, I think.
Oh, here it is. I got it. She's 65.
What did I say?
Actually, she looks better than.
I told you she was 65. I
Is
guess.
this the bad?
Actually,
mic?
she looks better now than she did. I don't know if that's her now.
Oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
she
Oh,
doesn't
it's
look
good
at
now.
all
Yeah,
like her voice.
I know. I would. I don't know. I just picture like a different person. Well, obviously.
Looks like Jose doesn't look like Jose, and Jubal doesn't sound like himself either.
Right? Jose's laugh is fucking funny.
Oh my god. That's
Ha 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 ha! Whatever he does, it's like I don't even know how he does it. It's like, oh my god. It's like,
My laughs do that. I used to go like that. My mom was coming up from Taekwondo. I was probably like 10. She's like, Ashley, I'm like, what? We're getting, you know, in Stevensville
Yeah.
onto the, get on the highway. She goes, I love you, but you've got to stop the hee. She goes, the bad habit. I go, I don't know where it come from. I don't know. There was a boy I was in love with. His name was Philip.
that makes you
Oh
do
my
weird
gosh.
things.
I had the biggest crush on that guy. Oh God.
That'll
for
make you
good
do some
12
crazy
years.
stuff. Oh,
Like,
12 years?
oh,
That's a long crush.
I was in
That is a
Taekwondo a long time.
Did you finally crush it?
No, Nick told him that I liked him, and I almost killed Nick for it. We had a
So then it
once a
became
year
awkward.
thing where we go out to what's that? I know there's a few parks in St. Joe. What is it called?
There's Kiwanis Park.
That's it, I think. Yeah.
I made out there in Kiwanis Park.
Hell yeah, dude.
in high school. Eric and I got in trouble. We were we were on our way to a dance, and so I got a nice dress on. He's dressed up in a nice suit.
Ooh, yeah.
And we decided to go make out before the
panties. It's perfect.
You don't even need to pull down your pants.
In my mom's minivan.
Ooh.
And we go down to Kiwanis Park before the dance, and we're like, you know, I'm like, things are heating up. All of a sudden, knock, knock, knock on the window.
Cop.
There's this cop
Oh,
there.
I've been there in a park too.
Sup?
I had to throw a pillow over my lap because I couldn't find my pants.
Luckily we were dressed like we wasn't, you know. But
my boyfriend at the time was freaking out.
What are you doing? Oh, well, we're on our way to a dance. Did you get lost?
Yes.
We didn't say what kind of dance it was.
That's true.
We're practicing the dance right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good idea.
God, my hair was all messed up by the time my hair makeup was all messed up.
We're doing the monkey dance.
Me and Joe had that happen a lot. Yeah. His little tiny truck, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, mine was like a
Mom, you better
Ford
not be
Ranger.
Right?
It had like no back seat.
He had an S10.
Oh, yeah, they're small.
Very tiny. I was like, he did make it romantic. And a night for
nice.
4th of July, he put like it was like a mattress, but it wasn't like the thick one, you know, the thinner ones, like a cot, and then put blankets and pillows so we could lay back and we could watch the fireworks.
At least he thought of that. That's cool.
Romantic.
Oh, then he showed you.
Oh,
he showed you fireworks.
Yeah, I'll show you fireworks.
He showed me, I showed him. Hey.
We both went out with a bang.
Now they're like, I had to do a pregnancy test before
shit.
I just forget what it was called. Damn it. The freaking, help me. What was it? For my uterus.
Your hysterectomy?
No, it was remember?
The biopsy?
Biopsies, yeah. And they're like, you're not pregnant, right? I'm like, no. And I knew I'd have to take tests, so I drank a lot of water.
Yeah.
And so I went and peed, and it's like, I could have told you myself. And I was joking with the, not joking, but with the nurse. And I was like, yeah, it's like, shoot. I was like, it's been about 6 years ever since, like I said, my back. That's when everything went downhill.
Yeah.
You know? Plus, my friend Eric died. My what do they call them? Friends with benefits.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
He's a very good friend of mine, as it was, you know.
Yeah.
So that was the hard part, was him just not being there, you know.
Yeah, that would be hard.
And the people that live there now piss me off. They have turned that place into a shithole.
That sucks.
Oh my God. See, it was like a garage. There's a house that's not been fixed, which they knew they were going to get rid of. But it was a garage that had been converted into a very nice, like 3-bedroom. And he had a big bedroom, and there was a room for his son. Because they went back and forth. He was trying to get full custody because the mom was on drugs. Yes. And he wanted to make sure that he had a big enough room and toys and a toy room. Well, you know, he did a beautiful job. And even they moved in 2 months after he left, and that house was still gorgeous. Now, they left the garage doors on, but you know what I mean? They made it so around it no air gets in. You can see that they got shit piled from the bottom all the way to the ceiling.
Like a hoarder.
Yeah, and that's actually like where the living room is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's not
I hate to wonder what it looks like on the inside now.
That's what I know. The outside, there's plastic.
You don't think they like
everybody's
reconverted it back to a garage, do you?
Well, that could be.
I don't think they could, because they would have they'd have no living room, and then they would.
Well, if they don't live there.
They do.
Oh,
they're probably 18 years old, and there's like 3 kids.
Hate to go in there.
And dude, their 3-year-old was out on the road one day, and my mom actually had to. She wouldn't touch someone else's kid, but she had to take him and get him out of the road and take him up to the front. The cops were there the other day.
Oh God,
they've been there a few times. These kids were riding.
Probably a meth house.
That's kind of what we're thinking.
Some kind of.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I hate when kids are involved in that shit.
There are no like
you just
adults
put everybody
around.
in danger when
I know,
you're doing
it's
that.
like Yeah. That's messed
Their
up.
kids are out of control. They ride their little motorcycles on the road, which we don't mind. That's fine. But they were riding through our yard, everybody's yard, and tearing them up. And he's in our yard, and we're like, hey, not trying to be like, just, a dick and yell. But could you please maybe not ride through? We have 2 little kids.
Well, they shouldn't be doing that through people's yards.
No,
Yeah, he goes, I just
one.
wanted to jump the what is it? You know how like water usually goes through, like sometimes in a dip, we have a dip, but there's no water there. And he wants to see if he could jump up the hill.
Oh, like the ditch?
Yeah, if he gets hurt on our property,
Then that's going to be
Yeah,
on you
you're
guys.
liable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually screamed at him.
You
And
should.
I don't know if I
I've
told
never seen you
I'm like,
scream at anybody.
Oh my god.
What does your
But-
scream look
I
like?
know. I was like, let me record.
I
Real quick.
was going crazy on him.
I've never
And
seen
I'm not
crazy
like that.
She's
Ashley.
seen me crazy, but I don't.
Oh, many times.
They wouldn't listen. I think that's why it started pissing me off.
Yeah.
My mom asked, like Nick even asked, and finally I was like, I'm gonna go to your parents. This is bullshit. Or the cops. Call
Right.
the cops. And the
Good.
cops came. They've never been by it anymore.
Well, that's because you guys don't want to be responsible for
Right.
those kids
Yeah.
getting hurt, and you know kids are going
No.
to get hurt on those things.
Yes. Like they had like 3-4 friends with them. Like this was
They're
dangerous
showing-
on
it
a
is
road.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And it does get busy, believe
Damn
it or
kids.
not.
I never did stupid stuff like that.
I'm telling you, they don't make them like they used to.
I try not
I
to.
tell everybody you saying that.
I try
Even now I got my
They don't make them at the factory like they used to.
They just don't make them
like that shit. But
I never did that.
I ran through somebody's yard once though.
You
'cause those
rebel.
Cops like, well,
You ran through a yard, you bitch.
no, we were out after curfew. Somebody's in Eau Claire at a curfew, right? And you got to be home by 10. Well, I'm staying at my friend Stephanie's house. It's her birthday, and we had a sleepover. There's probably like 6 other girls with us, and the cops like, "All right, you need to get home. I'm gonna time you guys. 5 minutes. That wasn't fair. We're running. I am booking it through Jesse Kruger's yard.
Jesse Kruger? Is
Yeah.
that her real name?
Yeah.
Oh, I
She
love
went
it.
to Freddy
Freddy
Krueger?
Krueger.
I used to ask him
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
He didn't go Ashley.
I was like, I love her last name.
It's a dude.
Oh, it is?
I got
Oh, my
pulled
bad.
over.
Sorry.
I got
It's
pulled
okay.
over by the police once. It was my birthday, and I had a
Ooh, happy birthday.
1983 Renault Alliance. So this car was
What is
pretty,
that? I'm like, what is
pretty
that?
little. It's like
Oh, okay.
it was a 4-door, very tiny 4-door
Got ya.
sedan.
Yeah.
And so at my birthday, God, see, that would have been in '89 because that's when I got my license in February. Even though I had a
Oh,
birthday
okay.
in October, I didn't get my license until February of '89 versus '88.
Okay.
So then I had a birthday party and I had like 4 or 5 friends over. My cousin Matt was there, and I said, "God, we should all go for a drive. Let's go." So I
Oh,
pile all these-
oh,
Yeah,
pile
I
up.
pile
How
all
many
these
people did you get?
people
Like
in my-
10?
in my little tiny car, and we're way out. Like I don't know. We were on Lincoln. We were on Lincoln Road at like 11 o'clock at night, and we're way past like
Oh,
John
yeah.
Beers Road,
Yep.
way out in the country. And I said, you know what we should do? We should do a Chinese fire drill. So
Oh,
we get to
I love those in high school,
we
like,
get to the stop sign.
Oh, yeah.
We do a Chinese fire drill. We all get out, run around the car, get back in. Not even 5 minutes later, this cop pulled me over.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And he
shit.
says, what are you doing?
Chinese
I'm
fire
like,
drill?
he goes, how many people do you have in this car?
It's like
Let
a
me
cir-
count.
It's like a
So
circus
I
car.
turn around and I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
I know.
7. He goes, this car isn't equipped for 7. What are you doing with 7 people?
they
They're
didn't
not
have the
even in
seatbelt
seatbelt.
law
They're
back
not
then.
even in seatbelt.
They
And
didn't
he
have
said,
that law back then in the back seat.
well, where are you going? I said, I'm just taking them home. Well, if you could just take them home and like get home, that would be great. Let me
That's
go.
nice.
Well,
That's
the
nice.
warning
At least he
I
let you
never
go.
even got
I
up.
thought I was gonna say that.
It's those beautiful brown eyes of mine that get me out of everything.
Oh, no.
We're gonna
Just
take
bat
her
my
on the
eyelash.
summer where we
Just bat
go.
my eyelash.
It's my first night, officer.
I used to do that a lot.
I literally said, I don't know how many people I have in the car. Let me count. And
That's
he's-
funny.
I literally
That you
count.
actually counted. Oh, my God.
I don't know. He was amused.
We want 5 cheeseburgers. And I'm just kidding.
Right?
I thought of
We'll
all
take some
clothes
milkshakes.
To do a Chinese fire drill out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I came out to be the one that gets pulled over
by the cops.
Nobody.
I'm like, where did he come from? That's crazy.
That is
They
weird.
do kind of. That's not the first time.
That's
that
kind of
cops have
creepy
come
in a
out of
weird
their-
way.
Like,
What's he doing out there?
Every time I do something, there's a cop that comes out of nowhere. I'm like, where the fuck did he come from?
I used to think that like on the back road. So like I'll be on the back road with my stepbrother. We'd go like just 2-tracking, and then you go by like it's a dirt road, and there's cops out there. I'm like, what the fuck is this cop doing out here?
They'll do that.
Like, is he getting head or something? I don't know, this back road? Because I'm just
Maybe.
like, I know, I was
They used
like,
to go out
why
to
are you
the
just
apple
sitting
orchards.
backed into like this 2-track? I'm like, okay.
Maybe he figures he's gonna catch all the hoodlums.
He's looking for people like me who's on the apple
It was so
orchard.
weird. I'm like, what do cops do in these back roads?
Did you have
A
to count how many
boyfriend?
people were in your car too?
Jimmy and I used to go out to apple orchards.
Apple orchards? What?
Yeah,
Do
because
tell.
you know he lived with his dad.
This is a
and
different
his
customer
dad
service.
Was a real tight,
Picking
tied
apples in the orchard.
No, we did grab some because it was
I
that
bet.
time. But, you know what? So it was nice. It was perfect
Grabbed your
weather.
apples.
Dude. It was
Did you
perfect weather.
Did he grab your peaches?
How do you like them apples? Oh my god.
Oh, excellent. They were in season.
Was it the fuzzy peaches?
No, right? Yeah.
Oh,
That was
God.
my name was Peaches. When
Ah!
I was talking about the Stevie, we used to
Oh.
talk on the Stevie.
Now I know why.
We
Just
would
kidding.
act like we had our own like radio show like we're doing now. And Nick would, I even got Nick doing it. I'd get stoned near some
Yeah.
pot. And then I'd get on there and we're like, hello everybody, blah 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 blah. Is everybody else? People would actually fucking answer like crazy
Of course they're horny
questions.
guys and they're fucking
And
horny.
some guy goes, we stop, they go, come on, we want more. I was like, but
What were you saying? That's crazy.
just all sorts of stuff like
random
we're
stuff.
talking about and crazy
Oh.
stories and
That's funny.
yeah, like it was so funny.
Do
though,
they
'cause
still
we thought-
use CDs
we thought
now?
that,
I don't know if they do in trucks.
I don't know.
With technology.
Yeah, I
like,
don't
do
know.
4
people
years ago,
use-
but yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I guess if
It's
it was
probably
just
all
4
like
years
digital.
ago.
I know there's still CBs. You know what? I don't know.
I was just curious if they still even use
That's why I always
breaker,
wanted to do
breaker,
radio.
Tim. You're good to
If
go.
you hear Candy Cane run,
Yeah, candy cane.
pink champagne, like run.
We would do the candy cane.
Oh, God.
thing. Nick reminded me
Remember
of
watching
that.
that movie for the first time? It scared
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Joyride, that movie. Remember
I
Paul
never
Walker? You've
saw
never
it.
seen that
Oh,
movie with
don't
Paul
watch it.
Walker?
Ugh.
But they were fucking with this truck driver in the
Scary.
CB, and they're like, meet me at the hotel
Yeah.
with pink champagne, and what's her name? Like Candy Cane?
Yes.
And he kept going, Candy Cane, come on back, Candy Cane. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
my god.
God, that's
And
what
then
they
we
all
weren't
sound
gonna
like.
go.
he
They're
learned that
fucking with
it
him.
was kids fucking with him, and he showed up and it was trying to kill them all.
He's pissed.
Oh
He
my
was really
God.
pissed. He was trying to kill him with the semi-truck. It's a crazy movie with Paul
Yeah.
Walker. It's back in the, 90s or 2000s?
Oh, Paul Walker. That's too bad about him.
I
He was
know.
good
Maybe
looking.
2000. I know.
It was like one of the,
Handsome.
it was a crazy movie.
And how ironic that he died speeding when he did
I know,
all
Fast
those
and Furious
movies.
That's not
in
funny.
the same vehicle as who was it that died in that same car? That guy from what was it? Nick Lake's dumbass, not dumbass.
Like Jackass?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Was
something.
Johnny
Pati-
Knoxville or not?
No, he's not dead. I don't know.
Oh,
I'll have to look it up. I don't know.
this is when we need Nick. Shit.
Oh, he would totally know who you're talking about.
He does. He's talked about it.
That's
I
okay.
thought it was like Ryan something, but I don't know.
I
You're
don't
to
remember.
Google it.
I
Yeah.
have no friggin' clue.
Me either, actually. Oh, got any more stories?
Me?
This
Oh.
is like your story night.
No,
So
I know.
I always
we should all go around when we. It would.
I
this
have
story
like a
night,
nice one.
you know.
I'm like, I thought so. This lady kind of like, you know how like people just kind of touch you, not like that way.
not sexually.
No, like you know,
What?
like you
Oh,
have
not
your
sexually.
customers that you just kind of get to know. Like so during COVID, we did like the holiday feast boxes, so people could come in and get their holiday meal boxes for turkey, ham, whatever. So this lady, she's old. She didn't know how to do it over the internet, so I did it over the phone for her, and I did her credit card. And then she wanted to talk my ear off. And then every day she kept calling back with question, but then she just wanted to talk. Like, so I think she was just really lonely. Like, she didn't have anybody to talk to during COVID.
Do you remember what she ordered? Like, was it enough for, like, a family, or do you think she was just ordering stuff for herself?
I don't know. I know she had a husband, because the husband came and got the food.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think she was just so lonely during COVID. She just wanted that interaction with somebody.
Did a lot.
So that one just kind of, like, gets to me still. It's just like, well, this lady just kept calling. I know, it's just like she kept calling and calling back, and I kind of felt bad sometimes, because I'm like, I'm busy. I gotta go. Okay, honey.
I feel bad, yeah.
I know, she was so sweet and so cute. It was like, oh.
That's sad. There was a lady at Martin's, I want to say it was like 2 years ago, and I'm in line, and I'm waiting to move up, and all of a sudden I noticed that the cashier was in tears, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm like, are you okay? She goes, oh my God, the sweetest thing happened. She said that there was this little old lady that came in, she was buying a bunch of groceries, and she didn't have enough money to pay for her groceries, and the guy behind her paid for all of her stuff, and then she practically had me in tears, because you just don't hear stories like that. And I'm like, so talk about touching the heartstrings.
Nice when you get to see it, yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, that's like the sweetest. That's like the sweetest thing. It's probably, if she had been behind me, I probably would have done the same thing. It's like, you don't want, here she is probably by herself, same thing, probably lonely, doesn't have much income, and and I just thought, that's just really, there are nice people.
I know. In this world, we need more of that.
You got to think, what if that was me?
Yeah.
Or your family member.
There is nothing worse than going to the grocery store and you don't have enough money to get your groceries, and then you're standing there really
credit cards declined. It's like, oh God.
It's like, okay. So what can I take back? Let me figure this out. And, I mean, that's terrible.
Have you ever seen the movie Terms of Endearment?
Probably a really long time ago.
Deborah Winger and Shirley MacLaine back.
Shirley MacLaine. I was like,
so her she's grocery shopping with her kid, and she's like, the kid's like, put back the Pampers. She's like, no way. It was so damn funny. It was like, oh my God.
Terms of Endearment. God, that was an old movie.
Deborah Winger ends up dying of cancer in it. So it's a good movie, but it's just like, it's funny though. No way.
We'll have to have like 80s night movies.
I know. I would love to do 80s, like an 80s. Yeah, definitely anything. We could do like an 80s week, 80s month.
Well, girl, I'm all about forever. The 80s.
I know you are.
I grew up in the 80s, so that's like my era. Well, I had so again, a lot of my stories are from Terra Florida.
That's awesome, though. I love them.
But this one was actually this one's just funny. It had to do about me. Like, it wasn't anything that the customer did, but it was toward the end of the day, and Barkley always said that if we did an upsell, if people wanted like box roses. Yeah. And they don't come with baby's breath. So hey, do you want to add baby's breath to this? Like $6.95 extra. So every time you suggested baby's breath and they said, oh yeah, I'll take it. And we got we kept a monthly total. And then at the end of the month, he would add up and he would add that money, like $1 for every time for a little slash mark.
That's what we do, yeah.
And so I was all about selling baby's breath and balloons. I'm like, man, I want that extra. He stopped doing that after a while. But I was like, okay, so this guy kind of comes in at the end of the day and he's like, I don't really know what I want. And I said, we got a whole cooler of stuff. We got vased flowers, we got packaged flowers, we could do box flowers. What's the occasion? And I'm trying to figure out what he wants. And he says, well, you really can't go wrong with roses. I said, you really can't.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what color do you want? We got all kinds of colors. So he picked out 12 flowers, and I said, do you want baby's breath with it? Yeah, that'd be great. And you want them in a box? Yep. Okay. So now where the front counter was, you could see into the back area where we were at, where we did all of our design work. It was all open. So here I've got my flowers, I got the greenery, I got the picks, I got my ribbon, and I got the everything I need. And I put the greenery in there, and I'm kind of in a hurry because, I'm thinking I'm the shit, I'm gonna do this. So I had all the flowers in my left hand.
Yeah.
My knife in my right hand. And I go to cut all the 12 stems, because you had to recut them and slice them and whatnot. I kept going, and after I sliced through all 12 stems, I sliced through my forearm.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
All of a sudden, the skin just like pulled apart. It's dripping blood everywhere. I go into panic mode. Like, what do I do? Like, it's like adrenaline kicked in. It didn't. No.
Oh, okay.
And so my coworkers like,
oh, thank God.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, she needs help. So the guy, ironically, the guy was like, he saw all this because I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a paramedic. You're going to need to go to the ER and you're probably going to need stitches. So they're getting paper towel and trying to soak up the blood. I'm bleeding. And I'm like, who's
At least you had people. I was by myself when mine happened.
Thank God I did have people. So Randy helped me. She got paper towels and we're trying to rinse all the blood off. Vicky took over and she's finishing helping the guy. I'm grabbing all my stuff and I'm walking through the back, and just before I walk out the door, I yell, "Don't forget the guy's baby's breath."
Oh God!
I was like,
God, we gotta finish this.
So worried about this guy.
Did you bleed all over the roses?
Luckily, I didn't, but. Oh,
you could probably wash them off of it.
And so I go to the hospital and I have 7 stitches.
Oh, wow, you did a good job then.
I still have a scar. So I got stitches. I had worked. Luckily, I didn't really miss any time, but I was like, this knife was sharp. And I mean, it's like a little paring knife. If you've ever seen these, it's not like a big kitchen knife. And I was more worried about, get the guy's babies.
We gotta finish this order.
And so I was like,
at least
oh
you
my
cared
God.
still about the order.
So I go to the hospital, and 7 stitches later, and it's all bandaged up, and they're like, well, you're gonna come back in about a week and we'll take the stitches out, yada yada yada. Okay, so my mom's like, I don't think you need to go back to the ER or the hospital to get the stitches out.
I can do it.
She just goes, I can do
my
it.
own too.
Claire, bless my mom's heart. I think she took them out too early, and it never did heal right. That it's still, you can see,
that's cool.
You can see right where I cut that, and it still has a big gash in the.
Oh my God, that's cool.
You know what?
She's got a war wound.
See, mine's here, but you see there, that's because it's apparently allergic to
the medication that they give you.
No, what is it? The stitches.
Oh.
But how come not here? It goes all the way up to here. That piece there.
Are you sure it was the stitches you were?
That's what the doctor said.
Interesting.
But now I have, like I said, the whole. After that, I had shooting pains going through, so they had to stop it because it was a nerve. Yep, that was entrapped.
That's
God.
Pain. Yeah.
But dude, oh my gosh! Like now, it's like it goes from here. It wasn't numb before. And I got all this that's numb and this and from the front here. So I wonder, like, why the numbness if I didn't have it before?
Yeah, that is kind
like
of
you
weird.
said.
Unless
damage?
When they, because they got to give you that shot of Novocaine or whatever
to
numb it.
True.
It's possible that they shot that in the wrong spot, and it doesn't have anything to do with your stitches.
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit hurts. I cut myself. You cut yourself on the toaster.
Oh God,
what? Oh my God, that was a crazy story.
They didn't even give me stitches. They just glued it over. I'm like,
oh man.
They just glued the flap over and just glued it. I was like, okay, I could have done that at home. Like crazy glue.
But it's not the. It's.
I know. It's
twice.
I know.
On the same finger.
Oh, ow.
Like, yeah, it was the one time she shut it in the door.
Oh, twice in the door.
Oh,
so
God.
I broke this one at LMC in the door.
Oh man!
So I had like 5 or 6 stitches in my middle finger, and then 10 years later, for fun, I do the other one in another door.
That's like my mom's toes.
And a Shell station in Coloma.
Oh my God, I remember.
Wait, not Coloma, Covert. I won't even set foot in that place. Nobody helped me.
Oh,
they were just watching me bleed everywhere. There's the cashiers. I'm like, the people in the parking lot took care of me better than this.
Well, now that's crappy customer service.
But I had to call it. I had to file a complaint, and they did pay for my medical shit because it happened in their bathroom. Oh god, the pain was like, ooh.
And your middle finger.
I was afraid. It was like I was like hanging by a thread. I'm like, they kept talking about amputating. I'm like, no. So like I didn't go to the specialist till Monday. They couldn't get me. It's like okay, they wrapped me up. They did whatever they could. I was a shitload of pain, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna accept my fate. If I lose my finger, I lose my finger.
Do you ever, is there numbness or?
Sometimes there's tingling, like the nail doesn't ever grow right. Like it's thicker, and it's weird. It almost feels like a plastic acrylic nail when it grows. But at least it grows, because they weren't sure my nail was ever gonna grow again.
You're lucky that they didn't have to amputate it.
I know. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna accept my fate, and like, if I lose my finger, I can go on.
All
I'm like,
fingers,
I know. So
like the most important
both of my middle fingers. So both of my middle fingers are broken.
That's 10 years apart. That's crazy.
So I have a picture of like I'm in the ER, I'm gauzed up, and I'm flipping off the camera to make the picture.
Oh, it's a Johnny. She did a
Johnny Cash because he's doing the same thing with something else, and I was like, oh my god, that's funny.
I remember that was pretty funny. When she said that,
I forgot about it.
Well, how about the time?
At least I had a good sense of humor.
Speaking of the hospital, so
you got it.
Jack. I remember seeing white. It was crazy.
Remember in 2009.
Oh, dear God, here we go.
Jacqueline had to go. It's not funny.
I was yelling it too.
Jacqueline had to go to the hospital because at 4 years old, she was still like not really potty trained. She was still doing a pull up, and I'm like, what is wrong with this? Like Dawson was so easy. I'm like, why is she still in there? So we take her to the doctor, and they're like, we're going to do some tests and blah, 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 blah. So then the doctor calls me. And
she had like some acid burns.
She had
I watched her and then I was like, I had to tell you because it looks like she had burns on her legs.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It looked really painful.
The doctor called and said, you need to bring her into the ER immediately. And so we did. I called Phil because he had her. I said, we got to go to the hospital. So we went to ER. They went up to pediatrics and they did a bunch of tests on her. She had an E. coli count of 100,000, and her white blood cell.
She almost died.
She did. I didn't think she was gonna make it to her 4th birthday.
I never do that.
And
her swam in the lake.
No, it was just because she had a urinary tract infection, and that's what caused her to not be potty trained because she was having all of these issues. And so it was. So then her like her white blood count was 32,000. She had an E. coli count of 100,000, and they kept her in the hospital for 4 days. And I thought, oh my god, she's not gonna make it till her 4th birthday. She was so sick, and she'd been poked and prodded. Well, anyways, the funny that's not funny, but the funny part of the story is
because Tim and Hunter ended up in the ER.
So Rachel calls me. She goes.
Well, they'd been gone for 3. They took off on the bike. Tim and Hunter,
bicycle.
A bicycle. Tim was big into biking, with Hunter on the back. Right. But they're usually only gone like an hour. It was like 3 hours later. I'm like, okay, something's not right. When you feel it, like something's not right
in your bones.
Yeah, so
I'm starting to panic. He's not answering his phone. I'm like, motherfucker never answers his phone. I was getting pissed. I'm like, where are you guys? So she's like, do you want me to check the ER? I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm already here.
Oh my god, he was
in there. Yeah, and he got dehydrated and fell off the bike with Hunter.
No, he crashed. He passed out in Walgreens. So he did get dehydrated, but he was in line getting them something to drink, and he passed out. Oh, so my son is like 3 years old. He doesn't have any memory of this, which is good.
That is good.
So Hunter's riding in the ambulance with his dad so I could call him. It was like funny. Motherfucker can't remember his phone number to call me or my phone number.
And I had her number memorized.
Like, how do you not know your
And I said, Rachel, you're not going to believe this, but I'm down in ER, and he is down there. She's
I came in, like, swinging. I was yelling at him. I kind of feel terrible. I'm like, are you okay?
My mom and I
You guys are laughing. I'm like, this ain't funny.
I think we'll go back up and see Jacqueline. Yeah, I'm going to. She's out there in the ER yelling at Tim. How could you be so irresponsible?
I felt like one of those ghetto mamas just wanting to slap him, like, how the fuck did you do this? I'm like,
what are the odds of them being
I was more scared for Hunter because I didn't know where my child was. I'm like, where the fuck is my kid,
Yeah.
That is really scary. Luckily, he was in Walgreens and not on the road.
I know. Oh my God.
I mean,
that could.
It was like a hot summer day or something like that. It's just like, oh my God, can we not do this again?
I worry about my
Take
dad.
plenty of water next time.
He rides his bike and he'll go 10, 20 miles, 25 miles, and he'll just go. It's like the Energizer Bunny, just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I'm like, I'm always just so worried. He usually goes down Marquette Woods, so there's not that much traffic through there. But as they're building all those different subdivisions, it's a lot more build up than it was. And I'm just like, God, you hear all these horror stories about people on bikes. So he's got this vest that has like these neon rope lights.
Oh, okay.
So he can wear that when he's either running or riding his bike, and then that way you can see him. So that made me feel better once I knew he had that. So because I was like, that's my biggest fear. It's like, oh my God, he just doesn't.
You should sneak that 360 app on his phone, so if he goes down,
totally should.
Yeah.
Like, so you know where to pinpoint him. Well, at least now with cell service, they know exactly where the last location
when he goes to Florida.
When the boys skip school, those idiots shut theirs off.
Yeah.
I go, guys.
It still tells you.
I know. I said they were down by the park, but I know that Carl lives down by the park.
Oh, yeah. Hunter, I thought that he was doing that too. He shut off, he turned on the battery saver. I'm like, I can still see your location. He's like, I know. I was like, okay.
I'm on her Life 360, and I'm like, oh, Rachel left home. Bella left home.
I know, I always get
Hunter's home.
It's funny because you never leave home. Or like, oh, Marty, I was like, oh,
5 days in a row. I'm still like,
I was like, you ever go anywhere?
No. That's the one disadvantage.
At least we can keep an eye on each other.
Working from home is then I just don't. Yeah.
Right.
Just don't.
Hey, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Of course, we're just now, except it snowed yesterday, but I mean, now we're hopefully good weather, so maybe I'll go.
I think this weekend we set the clocks ahead.
We do. We're going to lose an hour's sleep.
That's going to suck, but it means it's going to be daylight longer.
Already.
I never did understand daylight.
I don't either, because a lot of people don't do it. Like, a lot of countries don't do it.
Well, but
it's
not only that, the farmers have such fancy equipment now than they did.
Oh, that's true. Back
50,
that's
60
why they had it.
years ago. They don't really need. They got fancy lights,
fancy,
but my
fancy farmers.
Yeah, fancy farmers. My aunt said that daylight savings time is like taking a rug, cutting 2 inches off the top and sewing it down to the bottom and saying that your rug is now 2 inches longer than it was.
Like, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I'm gonna too.
I'm gonna leave that rug one alone. I was like, oh God, what?
I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I was like,
I do have some self-control.
Do you?
I need a smaller rug.
I never did understand daylight savings time. Well, now it's gonna be darker in the morning.
I know, that's the only shitty part.
Yeah. In the afternoon.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do you remember when South Bend? Well, no, maybe that was probably before, because you lived in Greenville, so you probably didn't go to South Bend a whole lot. But at one point,
I never did until I moved here.
At one point, South Bend never changed their time.
I do remember that because it's been recently, right?
Within the last maybe 10 years.
I kind of do remember that because it was new for them.
It was like, so every time we changed our clocks, they were 6 months. So half of the year they were the same time as us, and the other half of the year they were an hour behind us.
That's our clock. Nick Haley sets it like seriously like 5 minutes ahead.
I do that, so I think I'm late.
Thank you. I do
that all the time to myself.
Something's wrong with that damn clock. It was fine, so my dad tried to fix it about 10 years ago when he wasn't having like I said, he'd get very confused.
Yeah.
The brain injury never really made him like that. That's why it's really odd, Yeah. But, like, he's working on it, and he's in the back, and now the fucker doesn't go bong, bong. It was cool, and he's going bing, bong, bong.
Oh, that's funny.
Out of nowhere, that fucking clock was like, bong.
Like out of nowhere?
And I'm like, and it's off, and I'm like, thank you.
Houston,
like,
we have a problem.
I'm like, I'm alone, or mom's there. I know you heard that. Heard what? She's going deaf, dude.
your mom?
Oh.
Aw.
Aw,
Vicious.
sad.
Not like terribly deaf, but enough to where she's in the kitchen.
Tim too.
And
He's
I'm
terrible.
trying to say something. I think she blocks me out, to be honest.
They probably do.
I told her, I said, I think, because she's so stressed, I said, I think you're just blocking me out. And she's like, sometimes.
I think men are deaf in one ear and they half listen in the other.
Selective hearing, my friend.
Totally selective.
My dad taught me that one. Selective hearing.
Oh my God, that reminds me.
I learned a lot from him.
When, this one time at band camp. No, when Phil and I were married.
I've been
See,
there.
Kendra, they said this one time at band camp.
We lived.
Kendra and I were talking about that in like Myrtle Beach. She's like, nobody gets it. I was like, she's like, you get it. I was like, yeah, I get it.
Everybody gets it.
So like, Kendra, we said that. This one
That's
time
one
at band camp.
Yeah.
No, this doesn't have
Same
anything
here.
to do with band camp.
Yeah.
But Phil and I had a New Year's Eve. We had quite a few New Year's Eve parties. We were pretty hit back in the day. We lived out
We
in
should go back to that.
Waterville,
Let's have some New Year's parties.
and we had a trailer. And we invited
We
like
should make it like
all
a
these
tradition.
like all of our friends, and then friends of friends of friends, and like people were coming and going all night long. I had this like
She had an orgy.
half of these who were half of these people.
They were coming and
we
going.
invited my dad. We invited
Oh,
my
never
dad
mind. This got weird.
to come. No, but here's the funny part. So we invited my
Lord.
dad to come to our party.
Yeah.
Now, my dad. He comes with the Herald Palladium paper to our party. I don't know. And so he people are like
Like an actual newspaper or the
yeah,
newspaper
actual,
guy?
an actual
Oh,
newspaper.
I thought you meant like a newspaper journalist.
No, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
the actual
I got
actual
you.
newspaper.
Bringing a paper.
So he
guy
brings
in.
a paper with him, and people are getting drunk, they're passing out. People are tying other people's shoelaces.
Your dad's reading the
together.
paper.
So my dad's reading the paper, and one of our
Oh my
friends was
God.
talking about his heyday back in college, and he was telling the story about how he had a threesome with these two twin girls, and I was like, oh my God, my dad is gonna. I swear to
Your
God,
dad's like,
he
"That's
never, I don't think he ever heard
it.
He was so focused
On
on
this
that
paper.
paper. It was either he heard this story and went, that's pretty interesting, and just never said anything, or he was so.
At least he didn't
in
chime
love
in with
this-
his own story.
Thank God for that.
That would have been a little weird, wouldn't it?
Tracy came to that party. She came down from Bay City. In fact, that was the same year we got a bunch of snow, and she got snowed in at my
Oh,
house for like
no.
3 days before she could go back home to Bay
Wow.
Oh God.
My dad's got stories. We used to record when we get snowed, pretty
I
much.
was like, ooh.
You know, just smoking some pot, you know. And him and, Brad Doberstein and a couple friends, Nick, we'd all be hanging out in the garage. It used to be a big hangout, There was a couch. It was nice and clean in there. And a TV and stuff. But anyway, we'd be telling stories, because they were so stoned. And I still have those tapes. And you know what? Darn it. I think he has this thing. I'll have to find, one of the ones that you do the EVPs on? The ones that you can put the
recorders?
tapes in.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh
We
yeah,
can
like the
find-
original
I'm going to
EVPs.
find one of those.
Yeah, the recorders.
Mm-hmm.
They
That's
still
cool.
make those?
We have,
No,
we have one.
I'm
That
sure
we,
you can find them on eBay or something.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
that's it. We have all the tapes. Oh my gosh. And we use this Douglas fir. You know what I'm talking about? It
Like the
sings
trees?
Merry Christmas, the tree. we hooked up our voice thing to the aux. And my dad's singing, and we get our cat. We're like, jingle bells, and we go like that. She goes, wow. Like, jingle bells. She goes, wow. Jingle
so
bells.
cute.
And he goes, wow, wow.
I love it. That's so
That's
funny.
awesome.
You guys were so much fun. Oh my God.
And I
Zeke
remember,
doesn't do anything cool like that. Well, he does trill. He's like a Maine Coon. I'm pretty sure he's Maine Coon. Maine Coon cats like do this like trilling.
my
thing.
Maine Coon does too.
It's so cute, like they're talking, but like
to me.
Oh, I was
they
like,
do
what is
this.
trilling.
It's
Okay.
They do.
I don't know
They
how
love
to.
water, too.
You have to Google what trilling
Okay, I was
is.
like, all right.
So Maine, it's mostly Maine Coons
Right.
do that's like their breed, and they call it a trill. They kind of like, it's not a meow, but it's not quite talking.
He'll do it
either.
up at the window.
Produce a
'Cause they're
quavering or
downstairs.
warbling sound.
He'll pat on the window.
It's
I'm
really
like, "Go to
interesting
bed, I love you."
to hear it.
That's crazy.
I remember the first time he did it, as he was getting his mom was pregnant. She was an outdoor cat, and she was our first cat. And she actually got up onto the roof. She loves my dad. She was trying to get into his window.
That it?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Okay.
They make
It's a Maine Coon, so
they make this weird trilling noise.
that's funny. Oh,
Like it's like a
vibrato
thing in their throat. I don't know.
Yeah, it can be like kind of that mixed in.
Sounds how I fart.
Somewhere.
Does your cat meow? Zeke hardly ever meows.
Ash does not meow at all. She makes a weird noise though.
Only
Ash
to
doesn't
get
meow
my
whatsoever.
attention in the window. Just to do that. But otherwise, he's pretty good quiet. But he loves water.
Oh
Drinking
yes,
and
yeah.
water.
That's their trait
Yeah,
as
they
they
love
do.
I'm like,
Yeah.
please don't push the water thing over again.
Oh,
So
that's
I
funny.
bought Zeke a I guess you could call it a water fountain. So
That's what we
it's-
got, yeah.
and he loves it, and it just kind of trickles out of this
And
little
it keeps
top.
him from pushing the old one over. It was like a bowl,
Yeah, and this
And
all.
I said, I can't do this. You
Yeah,
know?
he doesn't. He loves to be able to,
Aw.
because he loves to drink out of the sink. So he'll
Yeah.
jump up on the
Oh,
bathroom
that's
and
You
he'll
cute.
just.
love that? Those like
So
he
that's
does
why
like
I
that.
actually got it for him, because he's so fat. He has a hard time jumping up on the sink.
Jinx is fat too.
So it's
We
like- should
should each do some videos if we can get some good stuff, and then we can do like something with the Maine Coons.
How big is
The
your
Maine
cat?
Cools.
What?
I said the Maine Cools.
Oh,
The
that's
Maine
cute.
Cool. He's
Her
so big.
Maine
He's about
Cool.
this big.
Hers has got to go back to the zoo.
She says you
I
gotta
always
take
say you
your
got to
cat
return him back to the
You gotta
zoo.
take your cat back to the.
It's huge.
back to the zoo.
It's not as big as the ones I've seen on YouTube. It's like, holy shit.
No, he's about 20 pounds.
Some of them get like, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, mine's get. Oh,
That was in 2015.
Mine has weight too around the eyes like that.
So he was really little
like
with this
Jinxie.
little tiny
Aw.
rat tail, and look how look how big
They
he
could
is.
be related. Jeez.
He's just so big. I like
Big butts and I cannot lie. I was thinking that as soon as you said that. I'm like, oh no. Like, here it comes.
Oh, his tongue. Oh, baby, this is so cute.
Yeah.
He thinks he's big shit because
I love that his legs
his
are
little.
just,
He always crosses his paws
His
up.
paws.
He thinks he's
Oh,
big.
sweet. I love
he thinks
that.
he's big shit.
Aw. We're at an hour and a half, ladies.
Are we really? It's always pretty talking,
Yeah.
you know?
Good. That's better
Okay.
than the 3-hour one.
So,
that we-
Ashley, what do you want to talk about next week? We've done our ideas. What do you want to do
Oh,
next week?
shit. You always get me right on the...
It's your choice.
I don't know.
You don't have to decide right now.
Oh,
but-
okay.
We're gonna put you on
Like,
spot
hurry
down
up,
to
come
right
on.
this minute. Come
You're
on.
just kidding.
Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah,
Or improv, let's go. Or no, just kidding.
I promise I will have
Okay.
something
that's cool.
tomorrow.
Oh, it's
I'm
not
gonna-
like homework.
It's gonna be like...
We're gonna grade you.
Turn
on
it in by tomorrow at midnight.
We're gonna dock you 5
have
points
to.
if it's
It
late.
sounds it done.
I just want, yeah. So I was like, oh, it's your turn.
Say
this
yes,
time.
you have to do it tomorrow.
So whatever you want to talk about, girl.
Oh, yeah. Look at that mermaid. So it's not.
All right, let's go ahead and call it. All right, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys for everything, and thanks for listening. And that was a lot of cool randomness. I don't. It was funny about the customer service, though.
Look, he's got a
All right,
little
everybody, have a great
wee-wee.
week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.